What's the wildest thing you've experienced as a result of being an artist?
You know what? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not that deep into my career yet, but
Mhm.
honestly, working with Kuna and Pei, like,
Yeah.
yo, like these guys are from Australia. Like,
Yeah.
so I got to work with these Australian artists, as you
Mhm.
know, and just like seeing the worldwide effect of music and
Mhm.
the like interconnectedness of it, because these guys are talking to me about their bars. And I would have never heard anything of them if it wasn't for you guys. And we
Yeah.
connected because of that. And I still talk to those guys to this day. And to me, that's wild. Like, obviously, I've partied and I've done other shit.
Yeah.
But for me, it's always about the people. So I'm going to say, yeah, meeting some two dope Australian dudes that can rap their asses off and, maintain that connection to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool meeting them. Like I talked to them as well, and they were saying that there isn't a huge hip hop scene in Melbourne where they're from.
Yeah.
But like coming here, like just being on that tour was amazing because there's so many people who are passionate about all this underground
Yeah,
hip hop,
yeah,
and just
yeah.
being able to talk to them about West Side Gun,
Yeah.
or like all their influences and all
Yeah,
their
yeah,
favorite
yeah,
artists. It's cool how like the internet and just how globally connected the world is and how it can bring people together. So even
Yeah.
if where they're from, like they don't necessarily have as much of a community around it, like once you're on a tour together, you can click and
Yeah, well,
share
they were telling me
experiences.
that most of their fan base is in North America.
Yeah.
And to me, like, that's crazy. I'm like, you guys are from Australia. But that just goes to show you how deep it goes nowadays. So I think that's super sick.
It's so cool. So cool. Yeah, we were both on the tandem tour, as we discussed. We performed at the Saw Center
Yeah.
in Ottawa. We performed at the Blue Dog in Montreal. What were some highlights for you of performing in your home city and performing in Montreal?
Yeah. In the home city, it's just like showing people that I'm not just a guy who's rapping on Instagram now. Like having my friends come
real.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Having my friends come out to the show and being like, yo, I'm actually doing this for
Yeah.
real. I think that it kind of like cemented myself in this. I was already dedicated for sure, but it definitely boosted the motivation and it gave me a sense of reality with the artistry as opposed to just being like this pipe dream that I go to bed and think about.
You just
all
talk
the
to your
time.
camera alone in your house.
Yeah.
But like here, there's like people
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
can see and
Well,
interact with.
Yeah, and like it's like I posted the videos after, and everyone's like, "Oh, like when'd you take off your shirt? All this." My family members making fun of me and shit. And I was like, "You weren't there. Like you don't get it. You don't
No,
get
it was
it."
a good move. It
You
was
know,
a good move.
yeah,
It made
like you don't
sense.
get it. Like, and it's not something I planned. Like, it just I was
Yeah,
hot.
it was hot.
I danced around on stage and shit. But
Yeah.
I think like there was just like one specific moment. Like I did the last track, and it's kind of like a like vocally intense song or whatever you could call
Yeah.
it. Like it's kind of like you gotta maintain and lock in. And I just remember like this gut visceral feeling of like I'm not gonna fuck anything up right now.
Yeah.
It was like being in flow state or like in the zone, you know. So that was dope to me. And then the Montreal one was like, I thought we just had like a great time. It was more, we did the cypher at the end.
Yeah, the cyber's
like,
cool. I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah,
Like,
the
what
cypher
that
was
experience
so
like?
dope. And
Yeah.
like Penny and his boys were so sick. Like I had
Yeah.
such a good time with everybody. And yeah, Montreal was a bit more like laid back, I would say. But more of like a genuine vibe. I
Yeah.
could say that. Yeah. So I love I love both shows, but the Montreal show was really fun too.